your computer that's hooked up to the internet, you have all those virus protection devices on?
Yeah.
What happens when you connect all these other devices?
They basically what they have said is that the worst offender for being attacked by viruses and stuff is your photo frames now. If a photo frame is nothing more than a dumbed down version of a TV, you know, if you can attack a photo frame, you can attack your TV.
And why would people want to attack your photo frame?
Because the photo frame is attached to your computer. I
Uh,
remember everything is about connectivity. You connect all your. Okay,
that's right, because if your TV is connected to your
years ago, we were listening to one of the conferences. Microsoft wanted to have everything connected to everything, a connected world. In a connected universe, if you attack one piece of the universe, the entire universe is attacked.
although, I did see that D-Link one, which I thought was really cool because, oh, actually, we'll get into Mint too. The D-Link router does what? Oh,
I fell over.
hey,
I
boy.
sneezed. Oh, I know. I have a bad sinus problem. I fall down. Go boom. There you go.
Okay.
Cut. So. I know.
Okay, you just have to remember those.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the D-Link router actually has, like the weather bands, you can see all of the weather on there, but they also do the photo frame, and then they're also a router.
Yeah. Good.
And then they also have like additional storage too.
Yeah. But the main context that people are worried about too is the fact that like, when you attack every piece of the connected equipment has software.
Right?
The software is not protected by spyware. It's not protected by.
No, it's not.
So basically, everything that you do through that connection basically can send out. Well, basically, they gather information on what you're watching, who you're talking to, and remember, there's a very little difference between turning a receiver from a receiver into a broadcaster.
Ooh, which means you
And
could be broadcasting what you're doing and not knowing it.
That's right. Because because everything that you do, I mean, like some of the so-called cookies that are put on your computer that you agree to be put on transmits all the information that you go through on, where you go, what you do on every device that you have connected to it.
But D-Link did have the security system that you could attach with the router.
Yeah.
And it was actually pretty reasonable. And then they also had like McAfee, or you could use your own virus protection and work with it. So you could have like parental controls and help protect your system. There are some things to do.
Yeah, but here's one too, like I said, we're talking about the notion of building rapidly changing technology into a device that people tend to keep for several years. They said, basically, like we've done, you might be better off on running a less expensive desktop boxes for internet content rather than relying on devices put into your set.
Well, you know what? You're probably right on that. The other part is you might want to do, we've thought about this, it's using entirely different computers, well actually you do this, that are on the internet.
Yep, buggies.
Even the ladybugs are there.
We had a ladybug on the cameras.
So you have entirely different computers on the internet than you do your work on.
Yeah. I keep one of my computers off the internet as much as possible. It's never plugged in unless I have to do upgrades. So, but still.
Okay, the next hot thing.
Okay, basically,
You want to go to cellular?
Okay. Oh, actually, there's a good one. The Palm.
Oh, the Palm Pre.
The Palm is making a comeback. I mean, actually, the Palm is dead. It is officially ruled. The company was dead 3 months ago. The Palm, they said, maybe is too little, too late.
Well, the Palm Pre, the new operating system, I think is really cool, and it has, more than I could even think about wanting in a cell phone. Plus the organization and all that stuff. The biggest challenge that I have, oh, and actually, you do have to check out some of the information that we do have from the Palm press conference.
Yeah.
Because it's really, really cool device.
Yeah.
The biggest barrier I have is that it's with Sprint.
Yeah, and Sprint is a company that's going backwards. The Sprint Nextel connection basically was a disaster for Sprint.
Well, part of it is not that I don't like Sprint. In fact, we have um, our broadband card with Sprint. It's that everybody in my network, what is it, there's Verizon, but are on the AT&T and Singular network.
Yeah,
And so by changing, it's pretty expensive.
yeah, and there are tremendous holes in the Sprint network, no matter what they say.
Oh, are there?
Well, yeah, I mean, we know that there are places in this country where you have no Sprint coverage, and then across the street from that, then you have Sprint coverage again. So you think that they should have best, they don't. Because it costs lots of money to upgrade. Plus, the fact is, like I said, the Palm is going to do battle with the BlackBerry, and people are used to their BlackBerries now.
There's well, yeah, but the Palm is in a way very different than that. I mean, I think of it more versus the iPhone because the Palm, it actually is a true organization system. You could have multiple emails on there. You can have, I guess, of course, your Facebook and your Twitter account, and you can check multiples, and also you can check your email while you're talking to them on the telephone.
Yeah, but most of the people, though, in the press room said that they've really liked it. They feel sorry for the people at Palm because they should have been done 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
They said the challenge. They said it is a challenger to the iPhone.
Yeah.
But the netbook is a challenger to both of them, and the netbooks are cheaper. That's the whole trick. The netbook is cheaper, has more internal memory, and more RAM to it to start off with than does the Palm. So that's the problem. I can get a netbook that does more than the Palm that fits in my coat jacket.
Well, see, here's the great part is, since I was sitting there doing interviews and running around, and he did go to some of the press conferences, you were there listening and talking to the different people in the press room and
The
other areas.
press is gaga over the Palm. I mean, the Palm Pre was the true highlight
It
of
was.
the entire show, but they all have the same agreement upstairs. Too little, too late. They're behind it, and unless something happens to change people, it's just like people buy iPhones because they buy the iPods. They buy Blackberries because the Palm is simply out of fashion, and they're trying to move it back in, and they have no advertising budget from what I can understand either.
Oh, really?
And if you can't let people know, if no one knows what the people, okay, this is what one of the guys said to me. I don't know if Notaspringchick heard it, but they said, we need the press to get the info out on this for us.
Well, I will tell you, that Palm, if I could get it through my current cell phone provider,
Yeah.
I would buy that in an instant.
But
I absolutely love it.
But they do BlackBerry, so they're not going to do Palm.
Now,
So basically, and it's, they also said that it's not a...
or you could get someone to unlock it for you, but
Also,
then it never works
One
quite
of the things
right.
they did have, basically, they use the web OS software that enables users to synchronize contact and data. But the problem comes is that it uses the 3G internet connection, and there's not 3G all over the cruddy country. The same problem that dogs, all of the smartphones dogs this system.
Oh, well,
Basically, it also said,
it was pretty cool though.
but they said that also the problem was that I think they were promising a somewhat open system that's basically not open whatsoever.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They said the open system is open only for people that they do business with. And basically, to make it work, they have to get all the little bells and whistles that they can that other people aren't allowing. It's the same thing that Yahoo with its widgets. Yahoo wants third party to work on the widgets, but they're not really open to third party working on it.